All right. It is December 5th. It is Wednesday. Transform 20 has launched. Things have been crazy. And also, we started our double workouts this week. So if you have not watched my live video about starting double workouts, watch it because it was an idea that Jordy kind of plugged into my head, but I remember doing it in a diamond training with Amy Silverman one time, and everyone in there blew their businesses out of the water. And I think that it'll get us crazy results. It will challenge us mentally. It will help our challengers and everybody watching on our Insta stories just like dial in to be like, yo, this girl's crazy. Like she's being intense. She's going after it. And I challenged some of my challengers. Like I posted it in my challenge group to challenge them to it as well. And even if we just get one person in your challenge group, one of your girls to do it with you and get her insane results, like she's going to fall in love, she's going to be healthier, like she's going to be happier. So I encourage you to take on the challenge, even if you just do it for 3 weeks, like you add on 3-week yoga retreat along with your program. That would be awesome for you. Okay, so that's what I have to say, but I want to jump right in and let Celine talk because Success Club board isn't updated. They aren't updated with all the Transform 20 orders, so probably won't have it till tomorrow or the next day since Thursday is payday. So with that, I'll wait just a second for Celine to come back, but make sure you have sent your coaches the link. All right, I'm going to hand it over to you, girlfriend.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm at Mackenzie's and my dog started barking, so I was trying to get him under control. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. And I just wanted to say, like,
okay, cool.
Celine and I don't know even when we started following each other. I think when you spoke on the Team Boom call is when I, like, first remember getting to know you in some way. But then we hung out in Austin when I first moved down here, and we're like, okay, we're the same person. So I'm super excited to have her on the call. She's got a kick-ass team growing on her own, and just like I love everything that she's about and the way she handles her connections and just like really transforming people's lives. So that's what she's going to talk about today, and I'm super excited to have her. So go ahead, Celine. Can you hear me?
Hey, thank you. Yes, we met in Austin officially and we became soul sisters. And I totally thought I had my shoes up here, but I don't. But they're not like the real Birkenstocks, but they're like the knockoffs from like Ross, and they're the most comfy things ever.
Yes, I told you they would be. They're my fave.
Yeah, they're the best. All right, cool. So today or tonight, I'm just going to talk about like showing up consistently on social media. And I feel like at this place, at this like time in my life and my business and just my journey and everything, it's the perfect thing for me to really talk about because I am all over the place. If you follow me on social media, then you have seen that I have like moved around like a million times, and I've just like my life over the last half of this year has kind of just been like just up and down, up and down. You know, I was in a 3-year relationship. I got out of it. You know, it was just like moved in with a friend, moved in with another friend. Like it was like just all over the place. And so these are all things that we all go through. And a lot of the times the first thing that we put on the back burner when we get busy or when we have shit going on is our health. Is our business. Like, oh, I got to step back from this right now because I just have so much going on, or I can't do my workout because I have so much going on. No, because the one thing in all of the craziness and all of the instability that has been in my life the last 6 months, this is the one thing that not only I have full control of, so it makes me actually calm down because I get so anxious when I'm unstable, and I've been unstable my whole life. Okay. I have moved a million times since I was like 5. My mom's a single mom of 4. Like we moved every single year. So I've just always been unstable. So that's something in my life that causes me anxiety and overwhelm, is never having certainty and always being all over the place. And so especially now with everything that's going on, this is the one thing that calms me down because I have full control over it. I have full control over getting my workout in and eating, according to my meal plan, and drinking my Shakeology and reading personal development and listening to things that are going to grow my mindset. And those are the things that help me feel better and that keep me on track. And so why would I be so quick to put that on the back burner and just let everything else consume me? Like, no way. And then this business, is my life. And there is no plan B for me. And not only is this business my journey, so it just connects, but it's, again, the one thing I have control over that I can't just let go on the back burner, because then I lose everything. I lose my income. I lose my what do you call it? My credibility with my following. I lose my credibility with my team, and then they'll fall off. And so I can't do that. And this also is the one thing that helps me during this time, because it gives me a purpose. It gives me something to wake up and show up to, because I could easily stay in bed all day and just cry if I really let it all get the best of me, but I won't. This holds me accountable to show up. And so I just think this is the perfect time for me to talk about this. And I'm going to dive into it. And I do have a slideshow, so I'm going to share my screen and share that with you. Can everybody see this? Okay, cool. So yeah, just a couple things I'm going to talk about: showing up, Instagram, using your Instagram story, showing up on social media, and then giving an amazing experience in your challenge groups, because that's also my jam. And it kind of ties into obviously showing up, using your social media to attract your people, and then giving them an amazing experience. And so first thing that I want to talk about is dropping your fear. And so a lot of the time this is for newer coaches, but even vet coaches, we get so in our head and we get so fearful. And this is not just when we're a new coach starting to share our journey. When you go through shit and when you're having personal issues, in your personal life, it still gets scary to show up on social media. And so the thing that you have to do is just completely drop the fear. And there's two main things that we're so fearful of when it comes to posting and sharing our journey and sharing what we're doing and sharing this business. And it comes down to fear of judgment, fear of being yourself. And the main things, when it comes to fear of judgment, I know for myself, I'm young, when I first started coaching, especially I'm only 24. So my entire Facebook community, my entire Instagram following, these were people from my high school and from my middle school and people that I knew from where I lived and everything like that. And so I had these set people in my head that I felt okay, once they see me posting this, they're going to judge me, and so is going to think this. And I had that fear of them judging me. But then I just sat there and I thought okay, I can't build this business if I'm too scared to share, because I remember my coach telling me, you have to share on social media, you have to talk about what you're doing, you have to share your journey, all this stuff. And so I'm well, obviously I can't build this business if I'm not sharing on social media. So the first thing was knocking out that fear. And I just thought all of these people that I was scared of that were going to judge me, I was just thinking do they pay my bills? Are they going to build this business for me? Are they going to, help me feel better and give me a life that I'm proud of? No, they're not. And I was just thinking, because I started coaching right after my first challenge group. I was in a challenge group first and I fell in love. I got an amazing transformation, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And so I thought, well, I feel happy right now and I feel the best I've ever felt in years and ever in my life. And I'm actually making positive changes for myself. So why would I let what so-and-so thinks stop that? And for what? No. And so I just thought do I look good? Do I feel good? Am I doing good? Yes. Then why am I going to let them stop me? And I wasn't. And then again, obviously, do they pay your bills? Are they going to build this business? Are they going to get you out of credit card debt? Are they going to build you your dream life, your dream home, whatever it is, whatever your goals and your why are? They're not going to do that for you. And so you can't let them hold you back. And then you're in your head more than you know. This means you think people care so much about what you're doing or care so much about judging what you're doing, and they really don't. And all of those people that I thought were judging me were actually people that were cheering me on the sidelines. And whether or not they liked or commented on any of my stuff, they were people that were watching me in silence, and they came out of freaking nowhere. These were people that would pop in my inbox randomly hey, I've been watching you for months. I really want to know what you're doing. One of my top leaders on my team, Mackenzie, my best friend, I'm in her house right now. I'm sitting in her office doing this call. She didn't even like me. And she never showed up on my social media. I didn't even know she was watching me. I didn't even know I was friends with her on Facebook until she finally reached out and let me know, hey, I've been watching you for months. And I know we don't have a good friendship or anything like that, but I really need help. And so these people that you're scared of, trust me, you are inspiring them, because nobody is going to look at somebody who's showing up to be an inspiration and who's taking care of their self and their health and helping others. No one's going to look at that person and go, wow, she's an asshole. Like, no, they're going to be like, wow, that's amazing. That's inspiring. And so like, you trust me, you're in your head way more than you know. And even if those people are judging you, cool, bye. Like, why do you care? You don't want that in your circle. Like, you don't need that sucking your energy. And then the fear of being yourself. Like, this is huge, because like for me, even in the beginning, like I used to not hide pieces of myself, but I wouldn't be like my full self. Like if you go on my Instagram stories today, you'll see Celine. 110% just raw Celine. Like I rap, I'm weird, I do dances, I do like weird little hand motions. Like I'm just myself. And first I wouldn't be like that. I'd be like, oh, that's too Celine for the gram, but it's not. Like it's me. And that's how you find your people. Like it's so cliche, but you are the only you. Like no one in this world could be you and have the little like things that you do. Like nobody has that. And so that is your superpower, and that's what makes you different. And that's how you're going to attract your people, by showing up and being authentically and apologetically yourself, and doing your weird little dances and your raps and like whatever you do. And like I always reference Friends or Kevin Hart, and like some people won't understand what I'm talking about, but my people do. And then those are the people that will respond to my stories and be like, ha ha, or like whatever. And those are my people, and I connect with them. And those are going to be the people that join my challenge groups or join my team. And so don't be afraid of being yourself. And then the other thing that I don't have on the slide, but just popped in my mind, when you're scared, you don't have enough belief. You really don't have enough belief in what you're doing for yourself, like your own journey, and for the business. And belief is what you need to instill in very number one, mindset and belief. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, then you are going to be fearful, and you're not going to be able to come at people with that confidence that and that energy that they could feel that you are so confident in what you're doing and that you don't care what anybody else thinks, and you know wholeheartedly that this is changing your life and can change the life of others. So if you're fearful of sharing about the coaching opportunity or sharing about your challenge groups and your journey, then you need to really work on your mindset and your belief, and understand that this is freaking gold. I don't ever feel weird inviting people or doing a call to action on my my feed, inviting to coaching or the challenge group, because I know that this was a gift in my life. This changed my entire life, and I know that this can change somebody else's life. So I would never feel weird or hold back from offering that to somebody else. So you need to instill that belief within yourself. Okay, so next I'm going to dive into Instagram and using your Instagram stories all day, every day. This got weird in the background. I don't know what happened here. But be on your Instagram stories all day, you guys. Like I know you probably hear every coach in the entire network say, get on your damn Instagram stories. Because if you are not at least showing up like within 5 stories on your Instagram daily, you need to start implementing that. And these are just a couple of ways that I personally do it, because your Instagram stories are your reality show. That is literally how I think of my Instagram story. I'm like, this is the Celine show. And, you know, it's just like people love watching other people's lives. Why? I don't know. We do it as coaches. It's our job to. Why other people get on their Instagram for 2 hours and watch other people's lives, I don't know. But why do people watch the Kardashians? Why do people watch all this reality TV show? Because they're just interested in your life and they want to be entertained. They want to be inspired, whatever it is. And so this is your reality show. So show people your life, and obviously incorporate the things that you're promoting. You're promoting your challenge groups. You're promoting your coaching team and the opportunity and all of these different things that we're doing, and then also you and your life. And so these are a couple ways that I do it. Obviously, I share the health, fitness, and wellness aspect of everything. And so every single day when you go on my stories, the first thing you're going to see in the morning is literally everything to the left, because I start my day taking care of me first. I fill my own cup and I do my miracle morning. And so you're going to see my gratitude journal on there with my little quote. You're going to see a little blurb from my personal development that I take a picture of. And then you'll see me do my rap battle when I'm doing my Energize or a dance party. And then I do my workout and I share a few clips. I share my Shakeology. And that's every single morning. And that's another thing, is like getting into the routine of doing this. People are like, oh my God, they're going to get annoyed. I'm posting the same thing every day. No, they're not. They're showing up every single day and they're watching you every single day. So obviously they're coming back for a reason. They're either inspired by you or they're like interested. Like they're coming to you for a reason. They have a choice to click on your bubble or not. And they're clicking on your bubble and they're showing up every single day. And so don't think you're being annoying. Like, they know what they're going to get from me, and they still show up to me every single day. And obviously they like it. So yay. But and then I also show like healthy recipes that I make. Today I did like my little Celine's cooking show. I haven't done it in so long. But whenever I make a new recipe, or like a recipe that I get when I take a picture of it and people ask me about it a lot, I'll go like live, or not live. I'll get on my Instagram stories the next time I make it and kind of just share the recipe and like do a little cooking show like I'm Martha Stewart. And it's, you know, I just do that and share your healthy recipes, add value. All of this stuff adds value to people's lives. Like, share your healthy recipes. That way, like, hit me up for the recipe or do a poll. Do you want the recipe? Yes or yes. Don't ever let them say no. And that's another way to engage with people. Like, who doesn't want a healthy recipe? Everybody. And then sharing your challenge or successes. This is huge because this now makes you not only proof of the product and proof of your own journey, but this shows proof that people are joining you and that they're getting results. And so whenever my challengers are in our challenge group and they even just, today I went home and cooked a healthy meal instead of stopping at Chick-fil-A, like #winning. I will screenshot that and I'll put it in my Instagram story. Or if one of my challengers texts me and they're like, I'm down another 5 pounds, screenshot that and put it in your Instagram story. Show people that people are joining you, they're getting results, they're excited, they're having fun. Showcase all that stuff. If you make a post in your challenge group and you ask everybody to share, what's changing in their life, what healthy changes and positive changes they're noticing, like screen record all their answers and like share them on your Instagram story and be like, look at these babes like killing it and like, make healthy changes in their lives and share about that stuff. You can even share like coaches on your team and their transformations and stuff like that. And then obviously sharing the business. And so if you want to build a business, you have got to share the business. You can't build a business without sharing about it, because you have to think, let's go back to the health, fitness, and wellness. That whole thing, like why I show that stuff every single day. I always do a call to action at the end of it, by the way. Like I do a call to action almost every day after my workout. I'll either have a graphic like with my next boot camp, or I'll say, like I'll talk about my next boot camp and do a poll or ask people if they want more information, because people have no idea that you have something to join unless you tell them. Because then you're just another fitness person on Instagram. And there's so many of them that are just actually sharing their journey on Instagram and don't really have anything to join, but you do. And so you want to let people know that. Same thing with the business. People, if you want to build a big business, you want to build 6-7 figures, you have all these financial goals, you have to share about the business because you need coaches, right? And so the only way to get coaches is through sharing the opportunity. And so if you're not sharing it, you're not going to build it. And so share different aspects of the business. For me, my biggest regret in like the first 8 months of my business is I never shared about the coaching opportunity ever, because I just didn't learn to. And I don't know, I just didn't. And in my head, I thought I had to have this huge financial transformation to share about the business, and that's what was holding me back, because I wasn't making 6 figures. Like, who cares? You don't have to just share the financial. And even when you do share the financial, meet people where they are, because people right now aren't making an extra $150 on top of their full-time job, but I was. And that was an extra $150 that I could use towards groceries. I can use towards a date night. I could use towards a mani-pedi. I could use towards vacation, like whatever. And that was something I could meet people where they were. Other who were working full-time may want to take a vacation, may want to pay for date night, may want to pay for groceries. And so you can meet people where they are with the whole financial aspect, even if you're not making 6 figures. Share rank advancements from your team. This is also proof of the business. Like when people are rank advancing, even if it wasn't your personally sponsored coach that hit Emerald, that's a coach on your team. Shout them out on your story and be like, go Maddie, you hit Emerald, whatever, shout them out. And that's proof of the business that, people are advancing their business, even though they don't know what it is. I'll share it all, and I'll get on afterwards and be like, you may not know what that is, but that means that, Maddie gave herself a raise, she gave herself a promotion, and she's advancing her business. I'm so excited for her. Let them know what that is. And then you could share the community aspect. So many people want community. I didn't join for community, but I damn sure stuck around for the community because I never had positive people around me. And we do so much fun stuff. We have retreats, we have summit, we have Super Saturday. We have the most community ever. And our friendships and the able to make are just insane. I would have never met Maddie. Are you kidding me? If it wasn't for this opportunity. And she's just like me. And it's so cool because now I have another friend who's just like me and I would have never met her without this. So share about that stuff, because people need best friends. People need positive people in their life. So screenshot this team call, share it on your story, screenshot your work sessions, your power hours, take a bunch of pictures at your retreats, summit, super Saturdays, which get there, and take pictures and share about it. Share the community, share about when you're creating content. Like for me, I always share when I'm creating trainings for my team or for team calls. Show them what you do. Show them that you're actually working, and that this is not like, hey, I'm just posting selfies on Instagram and, you know, that's how I'm going to get paid. No, show them that you're actually working, because then you're going to attract people with work ethic, which is what you want, because all of us don't want coaches that are just like stagnant. Okay. And then sharing you in your life. Let your personality out. Talk to your Instagram story. Don't just post selfies. Don't just do boomerangs. Don't just do videos. Talk. Be a person. Let them hear your tone, your passion, your excitement. Let them learn your little weird things, like I was saying that I do. And I have like different voices I'll use and just whatever. Like, share your personality. Let them like know who you are, because that's how they're going to get to know you, even though they don't know you. Like, I have people approach me all the time that follow me on Instagram that I've never physically met until like I do, like this kid at Walmart, or when I went to go eat sushi, and like this couple, I guess they followed me on Instagram and they approached me, but they felt comfortable enough to do so because I am like someone's best friend through the camera. And that's how you need to be. You need to let people feel like they know you already. I met some girl in Target while I've been down here, and she like hugged me, and I have no idea who she was, but she followed me on Instagram and she felt like she knew me, like she was my friend. And they know everything about me. They know that I love donuts. They know that my dog's name is Ranger. And so let them in on your life. Like that, you want to do that. Share your hobbies, share your fur children, share your family, your spouse, a day in the life. When you go shopping, use polls. Like, let them help you pick out which outfit to wear. Like, you know, let them in on your life. And then some tips on your Instagram stories: use hashtags and location. I don't see as big of a difference with hashtags, but with location, a lot of people find me with location, especially because I was new to moving out to Texas too. And I wanted to meet people in my area, because my tribe of coaches are from the same area of South Florida that I am, and I don't want to run into the same people. So I was trying to find people in Texas, and I would hashtag Huntsville, which is where the school was. And I had so many people my age group that would follow me and find me that way. And a lot of people still find me like from the Conroe story or wherever. And I always make sure I hashtag them, especially, I don't do it in all my stories, but especially in my workout clips, because when people are going through the Conroe story and they see me working out, like it's not every day you go on and you just see people working out, sometimes on Instagram, but you know, it's eye-catching. And then they'll go to my page, see what I'm about, follow me. And, you know, that's how a lot of people have found me. So that's a quick tip. And then if you're doing all of this stuff consistently, you guys, your invites will be so easy. Invites are another thing we're so scared of. But your invites will be so easy if you're doing all of this stuff, because people know what you're talking about when you hop in their inbox. And you can literally go to the story where you were just doing your workout, or where you finished your workout and you were talking about your next boot camp. You can go to that story, swipe up, and invite all those people. They know exactly what you're talking about because they just watched you. And you know that they just watched it. And so it's not like, hey, you want to join my challenge group? What challenge group where? Like, they have no idea what it is because you haven't showed up on your stories or your feed. They know what you're talking about because they're right there. They just watched it. So do all of these things consistently to make your invites easier. It's all a ripple effect. Cool. And then I see the chat, but I can't look at it because I will lose everything. So I'll look at it at the end. But if you guys have any questions as I'm going, please type them in there. Next thing is just content and posting on your Instagram, because a lot of the times we don't understand that like posting is so important. Like, I have never missed a day. I think I've missed one day of posting in my 2 years of coaching. I never miss a day of posting, because our Instagram and our Facebook, our social media is our business storefront. And you have to think that if you're not showing up, you're closed. And so if you go to your favorite donut shop and they're closed, and then you go back the next day and they're closed, and you go back the next day and they're still closed, you're not going there anymore. You're going to go to the next donut shop that's open 7 days a week. And so same thing with your Instagram. When people are ready and they want to join, they're going to come to your Instagram. If they haven't seen you showing up for a week, they're going to be like, okay, I guess she's not doing this anymore. Let me go find someone else. And they're going to come find me or somebody else who's showing up every single day. And that's who they're going to join. So understand that your social media is your business storefront. You are open 7 days a week. Okay. 7 days a week, make a post. It doesn't always have to be inviting to your challenge group or anything long and in depth. Sometimes you could just share a Sunday fun day or whatever you're doing, or share like a quote that you heard in your personal development and maybe elaborate on it. It doesn't have to be like so in depth every time, but make sure you're posting 7 days a week. At least 1 to 2 times every day, no exceptions, never not once. Never not once. And it doesn't mean posting on your story means you posted. No, posting on your feed means you posted. And then post with intent, add value. People want to be educated, inspired, or entertained. So when you're posting, make sure you're adding some type of value where you can educate somebody, or you can give them some inspiration, or you can be funny and entertain them. But whatever it is, make sure you have intention behind that, and don't just throw up a post to throw up a post. Use call to actions 2 to 3 times per week for both your challenge groups and your coaching information sessions, or coach sneak peeks, whatever you call them. And so, I do call to actions all the time because, like I said before, people don't know you have something to join unless you tell them. Because other than that, like, you're just like talking about yourself and your journey, and it's like, woohoo, good for you, that's awesome. But then they don't know, like, hey, she can help me, because you're not saying that. And then using the jab, jab, hook method. This is something I learned like really early on when I was learning how to post. And I have like 2 examples here. And so basically the jab is like breadcrumbing, and the hook is the call to action. And so these are 2 separate posts. This is like coaching and the challenge group, but same concept. So this one is a breadcrumbing. This is where I was talking about coaching, but I didn't actually invite to coaching or say anything about like, hey, like join my sneak peek or anything. I was breadcrumbing it. I was throwing a jab. And so it was just from overworked, underpaid, degraded, stolen from, anxious, and depressed, working for someone else, to happy, fulfilled, liberated, and full of fire, working for myself. It's hard work, but it's hard work beside your best friends, getting healthy and changing lives. How do you beat that? Coach life, why not you? So they kind of know, like, I'm a coach, why not you? You could do this too. And it's just breadcrumbing it, like simple to the point. And then you have your hook, which is like your call to action. And so this was my call to action for my challenge group, which I was just talking about my journey and talking to my tribe. I'm gaining weight, been following this program. I'm going 1 calorie bracket higher, and that's adding value to let my people know, like, you can go up a calorie bracket to gain weight. And then at the end, I'm like, do you want to make gains with me though? Link to join my next online fit camp is in my bio. So that right there is the call to action, letting them know, like, I have something to join, go to the link in my bio, fill it out. And then sharing your life. Again, it doesn't always have to be health and wellness. Share your personality, share your fur baby, share what you did on Sunday Fun Day, share your family, other stuff, not just health and wellness and coaching. That's pretty much everything for social media and showing up. And then I just had some quick tips about giving an amazing experience within your challenge groups, because your job doesn't end with the guests. That's when your job starts. And I know we're excited to hit Success Club. I know we're excited to get the commission. We're excited to have people join our challenge groups. But then we're just like, okay, awesome, on to the next one. Got to get the next guest. I don't, like, that's not how I roll. Like, my job starts when they say yes, and I send them the link and they sign up. And that's where it gets so exciting, because now they've trusted you to give them an amazing experience and give them all the things you promised in your conversation, that you're going to help them with the meal planner, you're going to help them get results and all of this stuff. And so that's where you start your job. And so right off the bat, get and keep them excited. Send them a quick welcome email, and it gets them really excited. I actually just revamped my welcome email today, because I took out my prep week and I'm putting my prep week in that email, just like I would train a new coach. So it kind of makes it easier, so I don't have to do a prep week every day. But anyways, that's besides the point. But I get them excited in that like welcome email, and I'm just telling them what they can expect from the group, and I'm asking them questions about themselves and telling them that they could, I have like a link to my schedule, so they can schedule our call for me to help them with their meal plan. But I'm getting them so excited and letting them know what they can expect from the group, what they can expect from me, what I expect from them. And then they're super excited to get their stuff, and they're scheduling their call. And so it just keeps them engaged. And then when I get on this call with them, I help them really quick with their meal plan, and I help them set realistic goals for themselves. And I let them know what my expectations of them are in my group. And then within the group, don't overcomplicate or overthink your groups. And if you're a brand new coach and you're struggling with your challenge groups, it's okay. My first challenge group was garbage. My first like 4 challenge groups were kind of garbage, because I didn't really have my own flow yet. And I kind of went based off of what my coach provided in my challenge group. And then I started getting my own groove and my own flow. And you also have to think, if people aren't, I had 1 person showing up for like the first 3 months. Like, I would onboard at least 3. And then I would, 1 would show up for every like 3 that I was bringing into my challenge group. And so sometimes people just really aren't ready, and they're just, not ready to commit fully. And that's not your fault if you're doing all the things. But just bring your jam and your own flair. Like, think about what you needed when you started on your journey. Workouts, fitness tips, meal planning help, recipes. Like think about all the stuff that you really struggled with. Like for me, it was nutrition. I needed help with nutrition, and bring that into your challenge groups and give those tips and give that value to them based off the things that you remember that you needed when you first started. And then go live, or if you run it in the challenge tracker app, which I do, you can't go live, but you can record videos, which I do. And I just do like little tips, or if I read something in my personal development that I think they could benefit from, I go and do a video in my challenge group and talk about it. And I'm always in there. If I'm struggling or having like a bad day mentally, I talk about it in there and I ask for support. And then just be the best challenger in your group. Like you can't expect people to do what you're not doing. Like you are leading by example in your challenge group because these people are watching you and that's why they joined you. And so when you get them in your challenge group, if you're not showing up as the best challenger, why are they showing up? If you're not commenting on the daily posts that you require them to comment on, why are they going to do it? If you're not logging your workouts and logging your Shakeology and sticking to your nutrition, why would they? So be the best challenger in your group and lead from the front. And then checking in on them one-on-one, calling them out if you don't see them. Like we're so scared to give people tough love, but you guys, they trusted us as their coach. They needed a coach for a reason. You got to call them out and let them know, and even ask them, like, can I give you some tough love? I haven't seen you in the group, and what do you need from me? Like, what can I help you with? And just be there for them, but don't be afraid to reach out to them because you think you're being annoying. Or I used to do that. I'm speaking from experience, but that's why they signed up with me. So I'm really letting them down and doing them a disservice by not being on top of them. And then I do fun and prizes in my challenge group. So I keep it really fun within the group too, to keep them engaged. And I do weekly prizes for 7 for 7, which is when you log in all your workouts and all your Shakeology for the entire week. Every Monday, I look at the previous week and I put everybody on a board. I shout them out because it's a huge deal to show up to yourself every day. I put all those names in a raffle and I pull a winner every week, and they win like a Starbucks gift card or a packet of Energize, whatever I feel like doing. And then I also do random flash contests like Flex Friday and, stuff like that, and post your flexing selfie below. And then I'll give them bonus points if they post on their social media, which is always good for us because they have to tag you and then people will click on you. And that's kind of like a, what do you call it? Oh my God, what's the word? Like a referral? I don't, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but that's a way to for people to check you out. But yeah, that's what I do within the group, because I try to keep people engaged throughout the entire, it's really easy for people to fall off after week 1 when they've lost all their momentum. And so doing the fun and keeping it fun and doing prizes really keeps them engaged and gives them incentive. But that's it. That's all I got.
You slayed.
Oh my God, Mackenzie's so cute.
Slayed.
Hey.
It was so good. That was like a almost new coach basics, like everything you need to know to be successful put into a quick couple slides.
Yeah, pretty much. And because even as a coach, even as a vet coach, that's just even we get so lost. I got lost for a while and I'm go back to the basics. What are you doing? This is really all you need to do to be successful in this business.
Yup. No, that was everything that I especially needed to hear today with just the past couple days of life. That was everything I needed to hear. So it was awesome. I took lots of notes. I am going to come up with some kind of, I love how you broke down your stories, because we know all of those things that you're supposed to put on your stories every day, but having it's almost like a checklist is so beneficial, because it's okay, did I show at least a couple of things from each section to make sure that people are getting to know me. So I love that. Did anybody have any questions you can ask yourself?
It's literally everything you're doing throughout the day. When I see my coaches that aren't on their stories, and I ask them why are they not active on their stories, it's literally just get used to recording not every single thing you do, but record when you're doing your Energize, record when you're doing your workout, record when you're doing your Shakeologies. Everything you're doing, showcase it. Show your Instagram. Not everything, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes. I love it. Well, I don't see any questions in the chat or anything, but I'm excited for everybody who didn't make the call to listen to it, because it was everything, just good reminders of everything. So thank you so much for jumping on tonight. I'm so excited that we got to have you on, and I miss you like crazy. So we're gonna have to get together real soon.
Me too. I know. When I get back to Texas, we gotta make plans. Yeah.
What state are you in?
Can I take a picture?
Yes. Yeah, let's take
Yay.
a pic. I'm gonna get my phone out as well. Oh, Sam jumped off.
Oh my God, somebody left.
Jess, why
They
is
didn't
it?
want me in the picture.
No, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, smile one more time. Cute. Yeah, you're living.
I stuck my tongue out, and then I'm like, "Be professional, Celine."
No, you're living my life right now, Celine. The travel life.
Gypsy.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
got
like
its pros and cons.
it does. It does indeed. I know when I got back, my car was. Jordy was like, "Yo, you need to clean this car. It's ratchet." But all right, thank you so much for jumping on. We have like 2 minutes left, so I love you, and I'm excited to share this. And I will post the recording as soon as it uploads to YouTube and everything. All right, love you, girl.
Cool.
Bye.
Love you.